Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Keith Gaskin, the mayor of the city of Columbus, and we're out here today to celebrate a favorite son of Columbus, Mr. Henry Armstrong. Uh, I'm going to speak quickly, because we're fighting the elements and the big 18-wheelers going by here. But thank y'all so much for taking time to come out. In 2008, the late Jan Swope wrote in the Commercial Dispatch article that Henry Armstrong's life story is an American tale of humble beginnings, fame, harsh times, and redemption. And it may be one of Columbus's best kept secrets that the man the Associated Press ranked as the third greatest boxer of the 20th century, yes, that's right, the third greatest boxer of the 20th century, only behind Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali, was born here in Columbus in 1912 as Henry Jackson Jr., and he was born to Mr. Henry Jackson Sr. and Mrs. America Jackson. A few of the highlights of this individual's career that we're also proud of is in 1938, Armstrong became the only boxer in history to simultaneously hold world championships in three divisions: featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. He was named a Boxer of the Year in 1937 and 1938. His boxing record was 152 victories in 181 fights, with 100 wins by knockout. He was featured in three movies: Keep Punching, 1930, The Pittsburgh Kid, 1941, Joe Palooza Champ, 1946. In 1954, Mr. Armstrong, Jack Dempsey, and Joe Louis were named the first three post-1919 fighters elected to the Boxing Hall of Fame. In 2002, Ring Magazine ranked him second on its list of the best fighters since 1920, just behind Joe Louis. In 2010, he was inducted into the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame. But Mr. Armstrong was much more than just a boxer. He was a family man, an ordained Baptist minister, and very big on education and working with at-risk youth through the Henry Armstrong Foundation in Los Angeles. Actually, today, his grandson, Edward Scott Jr., and other family members are watching us on Facebook Live from LA. And they did send a statement in that I wanted to read just real quickly for them. It says, on behalf of the Armstrong family and the board of directors of the Henry Armstrong Foundation, we would like to thank God for the victory, Mayor Gaskin, and the Columbus Visitors Bureau and the entire city of Columbus for paying homage to a hometown hero, trailblazer, and all-time great boxing legend, Henry Armstrong. We look forward to working together to continue his legacy, serving, caring, and loving others, and encouraging young minds to partner with God and to become an ambassador for him and trust the world. We appreciate those kind words from his grandson. I also want to take this time, we're here today because in July of 2019, Mayor Robert Smith signed a resolution passed by Councilman Gene Taylor, Joseph Mickens, Charlie Box, Stephen Jones, and Bill Gavin to name 3rd Street, starting here at this intersection at Main, and to go down all the way down to 7th Street North. We're going to unveil the first marker today, and there will be others coming in the near future. There are several other things that we're trying to work on to honor Mr. Armstrong over the years. There's been a lot of things that we've celebrated him for. Many people are here today, and if I leave somebody out, please forgive me. But Rufus Ward, Glenn Lotzenhauser, Nancy Carpenter, Oliver Miller, Mark Sanderson, and Councilman Stephen Jones have worked on committees to make sure that we're recognizing him throughout the year, but especially on this day. We're celebrating it actually a day early, but October the 13th was also set aside as Henry Armstrong Day. So there's several things that are in the works that we hope to see happening in the future. One of the things is replacing the historic marker that was located near his home place. It was damaged and we're unable to repair it, so we're working with the CVB to get a new one to replace that, and we hope to do that soon. Folks are planning annual boxing events in his honor. There's talk of adding a statue here nearby to recognize him. So Columbus is very proud of Mr. Armstrong and his legacy in life. You know, also I was going to mention, outside of being a boxer, he was also a poet who penned an autobiography titled Gloves, Glory, and God. So this is a man who touched a lot of lives and continues to through his foundation with his family in Los Angeles and also here in Mississippi with folks like Oliver Miller, who have worked tirelessly over the years to work with young people here in Columbus. There's a real legacy to what Mr. Armstrong left. If you'd like to learn more about him, at the Armstrong Foundation website. You can go there at www.henryarmstrongfoundation.org. I want to thank Nancy Carpenter and her staff for helping us pull this together, and Mr. Joe Dillon from City Hall. It's not easy to pull a quick event like this together, and I appreciate their attention to detail. Also, I'm going to step over here in just a minute. We're going to unveil the marker, but I want to let people know too that since we're trying to get out of the weather and from the loud cars, we've got a reception inside at Visit Columbus offices, which are right directly behind the Tennessee William home. And we hope you'll come in there so we can spend some time honoring and talking about Mr. Armstrong. And with that, we'll come over and do the sign.
We'd like for all of y'all to come over in the street behind the sign for our pictures. We got the traffic blocked off so you're safe. Hold on just one second. We'll let everybody get up there behind you, Mayor.
All right.
If y'all would, come on around behind. There you go, like we did earlier. That way when we unveil it, you'll be in the picture. Perfect.
Hey.
When he's ready, you want to put this? All right, hold on. We'll get everybody in here.
Francis knows how to put it.
Yeah. We got it.
A couple more still coming.
All right, is that everybody? Y'all ready? Whenever you're ready, Mayor.
You ready, Stephen? All right. And there it is.
All right, looks good.
You can stay there if you want to.
It looks wonderful.
It does.
I want to thank the guys from Public Works that helped get that up. That looks great. And all the people with the city that helped us pull this together. That looks outstanding, and it's in a wonderful location here where I think that people will always see Mr. Armstrong's name when they pass through Columbus. Again, thanks to everybody for being here, and if y'all would join us in the Visit Columbus offices for a little dessert and coffee and conversations about Mr. Armstrong, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks again.